my name is Ruth and I am a graphic designer, and you're welcome to Pixelette. And as I said in my earlier videos, Pixelette is a graphic design channel that's here to foster your growth as a graphic designer, meaning that my content is going to be solely dedicated to you to helping you grow and develop and become better and become the dream designer that you want to be. So today we're going to be looking at 5 types of graphic design. So I am a graphic designer, I've said that 100 times, and I've designed some really good content and graphic design projects. I think I need to open it. Okay. Oh, not that one. This one here. Okay, let's wait a little bit for my Adobe Illustrator to open. Okay. Okay, yes, this is a very recent project that I did for a food, kind of burger, chips, kind of people eating organization or company, and then that's just basically it. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at 5 types of graphic design, and I'm going to be gleaning my ideas from a blog post that I saw online. That's 99 Design. Now 99 Design is a great resource for graphic designers, so if you want to check them out, just feel so free to do so. So I'm going to be looking at 5 types of graphic design. Now for this, they did 8 types of graphic designs, guys. 8 types of graphic designs, but I'm going to do just 5 types of graphic designs because I'm not really the other 3, I'm not really like vibing with them. I don't really want to make them part of this video, so I think in a future video I'm going to do the other 3. So let's just dive right into it. So what is the importance of knowing types of graphic design? As a beginner, it just helps you to know, have an overview of what there is in the market and where your interest lies, so you don't just go to, because graphic design is a very big field, like a very wide field, and you just have to know where you're going, really. And it's just a good thing to have the knowledge of what types of graphic design there are out there. So before we get right into the type, before I start listing them one after the other, let's look at what graphic design is, and we're going to get the idea from what they are saying here. But before we do that, let me say what I think graphic design is, or what graphic design is according to me. So graphic design is not about making pictures or making beautiful flyers, really, or decorating them with no, that's not what graphic design is. Graphic design means you're communicating and you're solving problems by combining visual elements and design principles. That's all you're doing. So as a graphic designer, you're a problem solver, and you are a communicator. So according to 99 Design, graphic design is the creation of visual compositions to solve problems and communicate ideas through typography, imagery, color, and form. Now, if you're, as I said earlier, if you are looking at getting into graphic design, I think by the end of this video you should be able to make that choice of what you want to do or where you want to start from. And need I say that these types of graphic design are sort of intertwined, really. And I know people who do 3 types of these 5 or more. So it depends on what you want and maybe also the demand for the job. So the first type of graphic design I want us to look at is visual identity graphic designer. If you notice, my voice just got deeper. It means something's going on my throat. Okay, so a visual identity graphic designer. So as the name implies, it's pretty simple and pretty straightforward. What you do is to create the visual identity of a brand, of any brand. What is a visual identity? It's exactly what it is. These are elements that act as the face of the brand to communicate those intangible qualities of the brand through image, shapes, and color. So that's what you do as a visual identity designer. You create elements for a brand. For example, someone wants to start a company and says, okay, I want to start a coffee company. So what you do as a graphic designer is you're going to create the visual elements for this brand, you're going to take the ideas that this, you're going to take these ideas from the company, want to be company owner, and convert them to visual things, like things that can be seen, such as the color, typography, the logo. Like the logo is very important, the logo, the color palette, and the images that that the brand will use in the long run. So okay, we have right here images of visual identity graphic design works. First, we have right here where my cursor is, we have a design by Smee Design, and this is for a brand called Type Human. And what Type Human is a brand. And then if you notice right here, I think I like to zoom this a little bit. If you notice right there, what was created is like a letterhead, and business cards were created also. And then this next one right here is why is my system doing this? Okay, so it's like a some mock-ups for Jeffries, a brand, a food brand. So and then the next one is, as you can see, so what I want to take note of is not just the fact that they're beautiful, like, oh, I like this is beautiful, they did good work, but then look at how color was combined, look at how the fonts were combined to bring out the beautiful visual identity of the brand. So that's what visual identity is. So and also this is another representation, very beautiful. If you notice, there's a tote bag here. This is like an envelope, business cards, a cup of of latte or coffee or something. So this is now when you look at this, you're looking at the visual identity of the brand. You're looking at what the brand is, you're looking at what the brand represents. So to be a visual identity designer, what do you need? You need to have excellent communication, conceptual and creative skills, and also a passion to research industries, organization, trends, and companies. So the next one we're going to look at is marketing and advertising graphic design. Now this is like a huge part of graphic design, and I think, and I'm afraid that the whole of graphic design has been mistaken for this, because companies are selling, everyone's to make profit. So but then this is not all about graphic design, but I must confess that it's it has a very, very big place in graphic design, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So if you're thinking of going to graphic design, I think you can just go into this. So marketing and advertising graphic design. So what do? Pretty simple. They create designs for marketing and advertising. That's what they do. They create flyers, they create vehicle wraps, infographics, as you can see on my screen. This is a vehicle wrap for a brand called Elha Service by J. Cheshov. And so let's see the examples of graphic design, marketing graphic design, things you can create or elements. We have flyers, infographics, brochures, vehicle wraps, menus, social media, banner and graphics, and images for websites and blogs. So according to 99 Designs, and I totally agree with them, by the way, according to 99 Designs, to be an excellent marketing designer, you need excellent communication skills, problem solving skills, and time management skills. So that's just now entry level positions for this job. Like, it offers you a lot of opportunities to learn and to evolve as a graphic designer, and also acquire profitable skills. Please do not mind my voice, it's just like fluctuating. Okay, so so let's go on. So for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to be talking about this one. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, publication graphic design, and this is one of my favorites also. So what you're doing is basically publishing. You're basically designing for for the classical type of design, like books, newspapers, magazines, catalog. And however, because of things have changed, and there is like a rise in digital design and all that stuff, but this does not affect anything. So On my screen you have, you know, awesome, you know, book covers and, you know, brochures, leaflets and all that. Now one thing I'd like to point out here is that graphics that are very intertwined, so there is no like big wild difference, because I know from my experience also that the fundamentals of graphic design, I think they are the same for, like, if you have a very strong foundation, you can do well in any of the types of graphic design that you choose or you find yourself in. Okay, so let's move on. So what are the types of publication graphic design? As I said, books, newspapers, newsletters, directories, annual reports, magazines, catalogs. So let's move on to the next one. One of my favorite also, I have a lot of favorites here, packaging graphic design. So what do you do as a packaging designer? You create concepts, mock-ups, and create the print-ready files for a product. And then this requires, now I'm going to show some, you know, really beautiful and excellent packaging graphic designs that was done by really awesome people. So every box, bottle, bag, container, can is a chance to tell the story of a brand, because every brand has a story. So as a packaging designer, you are telling a story of a brand with what you're creating. And then this requires expert knowledge of print processes and a keen understanding of industry design and manufacturing. So now look at my screen. Right here we have a very awesome, you know, packaging. Right here on the left hand side we have Annabelle. We have a very calf burb clothes, and this is like the packaging. Obviously was done by a packaging graphic designer. And another one on my right hand, MMX, is Detox, and it's a product, a facial wash. Obviously someone sat down and thought, okay, how can I create this? So you were given a client's brief, of course, because I think the first stage of starting work is ideation. Like, they give you an idea, like the client wants something, so he passes it on to you, and that's why it's very important to ask the right kind of questions. I think you should have a format, you know, to ask your clients questions so that you don't get stuck along the way. So this is a very awesome. And then let's also see this. Yes, this one I saw down. Let's just go. Yes, this is like by X-Band. This is a very awesome wine package that was designed by Esther Banti, and it's very amazing. And then yes, so that's just about packaging design. And then as a packaging designer, I think it's very important that you're flexible to meet the demands of clients, and you ought to be aware of current trends. Really, this is very important, because anyways, in my coming videos I'm going to be doing the history of graphic design, so we're going to go back into time. I'm really excited about this. We're going to go back into time and see how graphic design has evolved over the years. So let me leave that part and then go to the next one. We have motion graphic design. So what is motion graphic design? As simple as it states, motion graphic design means graphic design in motion, graphic design that are moving. So as a motion graphic design, it seems like a very somewhat like a new specialty for graphic design, because formerly it was reserved for like TV, for film, but then technological advancement has, made it possible for graphic designers to like stretch forth their hands and get involved in that part of graphic design. So, and then this kind of design, motion graphic design, is like one of the newest types of designs, and it can be accessed across all digital platforms. So what are the examples of motion graphics design? We have title, sequence, and end credits for movies, advertisements, animated logos, trailers, like movie trailers. Did I tell you that I love movies? Well, I love British movies, so let's go. I'm not doing that right here. Presentations, promotional videos, tutorial videos, websites, and so on and so forth. One thing to know about motion graphic design is these are designs that move, like animated logos, like they move up and down, that sort of thing. So to start, motion graphic design. Maybe you have a project, you start by developing a storyboard, and then you try to bring the concept to life with animation. So depending on the industry, having a strong working knowledge of marketing, coding and 3D modeling can be definite assets. So I think that'll be all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Oh, that's awesome. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if not, click the notification bell. Make sure you do so, and I will see you in my next video.